This show explores graphic and disturbing stories and includes strong language. It may not be suitable for young audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Coffin Chronicles,
where we unearth stories about true crime, mysteries, and paranormal events that happened right here in the Philippines.
all while doing our makeup. Thank you to all the beauty gurus that paved the way in mixing what we love the most, primer and concealer. But before we start, just wanted to add a little disclaimer that we aren't professional in the field of beauty or makeup or the field of crime and criminology. We're just here to share stories that we found online that we thought were interesting to talk about. And, do our makeup, have some chica on the side. I'm Nix.
And I'm Sha, and let's go ahead and talk about the story. Today we'll be talking about a harem that was created by an American named Victor Pearson. He created this harem here in the Philippines in Negros Occidental. Victor is actually a Vietnam War veteran. After the war, he went to the Philippines to take a vacation, and then eventually he was assigned to Subic. Then there, he specifically targeted to get a wife. Parang yun yung goal niya when he got to Subic. Yeah, yun talaga yung target niya.
Okay.
Like, goal niya na, okay, I need to find the wife here. And then, ilang araw pa lang, he already found like 3 to 4 people who are willing to be his wife.
Yeah. 90-Day Fiancé, anyone?
Eventually, he found and married Celia Pido in 1969. In all fairness naman to him, he does look good. Fast forward to them after getting married and all, Victor, he got discharged kasi it was found out na meron siyang PTSD. So, because of that, he was receiving $3,500 na pension from the US government.
Good shit. Yeah.
Yeah, good shit. So, he used that money and bought a piece of land sa Negros Occidental. So, yung barangay that they picked was Barangay Andulawan, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm so sorry if mali. But it was said that Barangay Andulawan is one of the poorest in Negros Occidental. So, just to give you a reference, di ba, ang monthly income ni Victor is $3,500. Locals naman, $250 a year. Makikita mo talaga yung...
A year?
Yeah, a year. Makikita mo yung difference ng earnings ni Victor versus the locals. So, throughout the years, nakabili si Victor ng 2,000 square meter na lot. And then, it started once a week, nagpapaparty siya. Tapos he invite locals, and then nag-invite din siya ng mga babae sa party niya. And then, he had so much fun. Ginawa nila weekly yun. And then,
Okay.
yeah, weekly. So, kada linggo, dumadami yung mga babaeng pumupunta. And eventually, nagkaroon siya ng mga mistresses. Nothing was said about the wife of Victor, so I'm guessing whatever was going on inside their house was okay for her. Kasi eventually, itong mga mistresses na to, they go to the house, party with Victor. Some of them are actually asked to entertain the guests, the male guests of Victor. So by entertain, this meant like grinding and, like dancing naked.
The works. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so yun yung ibig sabihin niya by entertaining the guests. But, like it was said na even if they are to entertain the guests are not allowed to touch them.
Oh, so like it's a strip club.
Yeah, parang ganon. They're not allowed to touch them kasi all of the girls are Victor's girlfriends. Tapos, siya lang ang allowed na mag-discipline sa kanila if they cross the line. Since these parties nga are done every week na, he started to house his mistresses na. So, he started to build 7 houses. 1 main house for him, his wife, and he also had a daughter with his Filipino wife. Everything was happening kahit na her daughter was around. But, I mean, it was said that he was a good father. He was a good provider. Okay naman sila ng anak niya. Maganda naman yung relationship nila. But he just can't wait for her to turn 16. Kasi when she turned 16, he sent...
Oh God, please no.
No. He sent her to the US. He sent her to the US for a scholarship para doon na mag-continue mag-aral yung anak niya. After umalis yung anak niya, lumala na yung partying kasi wala na siyang anak na kailangan niyang protektahan eh. So you would think na wala lang masyadong masama sa ginagawa niya. I mean, having mistresses is bad, but at the same time, isipin mo na, well, a lot of dudes also have mistresses. I mean, I'm not saying that okay. But what I'm trying...
it's not bad. Like, earlier, I thought when you mentioned his daughter, he was waiting for her to turn 16 so he could, be a pedophile and stuff. But, I mean, like, that's worse than having mistresses. And they know, like, each other, right? That there are a lot of them.
Yeah, and the girls are okay with it.
So, like,
weird,
consensual mistresses?
So you think that it's not bad.
Yeah.
However, it was said that these mistresses, yung age nila ranges from 11 years old to 35 years old.
Shut the door. What? 11, sorry, can you say like 11 to what?
Let that sink in. 11 to 35 years old.
35? I mean, like 11 to 35. 11. Okay. No, shit. He made me ruin my stupid eyeliner. God damn. Not that consensual pala. I take it back. 11. What fucking 11-year-old can give him consensual anything?
So this woman, some of them are from the different parts of the province. Yung iba naman, friends no current mistress niya. So parang dinadala lang dun sa bahay. Tapos eventually, they agree to being his mistress. And then, yung iba naman, pinupush ng mga magulang.
Kasi nga, like, technically, siya yung mayaman dun sa area. Kumbaga.
Yung iba naman, they apply as maids. Then eventually, they become like his mistress. Lahat ng mistresses ni Victor, binibigyan niya ng allowance, tapos binibigyan din niya ng shopping money, binibigyan niya ng mga gifts, jewelries, and then yung mga younger na mistresses, tinutulungan niya para makapag-aral.
So, kaya pinipilit ng magulang.
Yeah, yun din yung isa sa mga reason. At saka, I mean, remember, it was said that this is one of the poorest areas sa province na yun.
Right.
Kailangan din talaga nila ng, ng help financially. Also, like I mentioned earlier, if the mistress cross a certain line, dinidiscipline ni Victor. So, may nabasa ko na one of them was punched, then the other one was sinakal to the point na hindi na talaga siya makahinga. Yung older mistresses, yung mga matagal ng mga naging mistress ni Victor, they usually just shrug it off like, it's a one-time thing, or kasi na-provoke ko din siya, or kasi, war shock kasi siya eh, so parang na-trigger yung, yung PTSD niya. Kaya parang de-rationalize yung nagawa ni Victor to them. And remember kasi, di ba, Filipinos in general, we have this thing na utang na loob, right? Na parang, lagi natin iniisip na, may utang na loob ako sa kanya, I have to be extra kind to him or her.
Right.
So,
na kung hindi dahil sa kanya, like, hindi ako makapag-aral or hindi ko magbigyan ng sustento yung pamilya ko. Yung mga ganun.
Exactly. So, kaya most of them are really thankful for him, na kahit na nagkaroon ng ganong issue na nasaktan sila ni Victor, they always say na, ano lang naman, isang beses lang naman, or parang, bihira lang naman, sobrang bihira lang naman. Pero, yung pagdidiscipline na yun yung nag-trigger dun sa one of the newest mistress ni Victor para magsumbong. So, nagsumbong siya first to a parish priest, and then eventually pumunta na siya sa local police station para magsumbong na she was assaulted and was raped by Victor. Yung victim na nagsumbong sa police, hindi niya alam na ganun yung mangyayari sa kanya kasi she applied as a maid. And as for her testimony, during one of Victor's parties na nangyari yun. So, Victor was drunk and then she was asked to wash the dishes. Hindi naman yun yung nangyari. She was assaulted and then she was raped then. Nung nakapagsumbong na yung victim sa police, nakarating sa DSWD kasi nga she was a minor. She was just,
how old is she?
She was just 14 years old at the time.
Oh my God.
Other women volunteered to testify against him. August 16, 2001, ni-raid yung compound ni Victor and they found and confiscated 60 VHS tapes containing sex videos.
Like child porn and shit? Or just...
Basically, kasi some of them are minors. The thing here is, even before this got parang brought up to the police, the harem was functioning or was happening already for 2 decades.
So ever since he moved to the Philippines, so long he started this?
Oo. And parang as soon as he got the chance, to do it, it's like he did it agad.
Yeah.
Remember the women who voluntarily testified against him? Binawi nila yung testament.
Why?
Kasi nag-offer si Victor ng monetary assistance. The very first victim na nag-testify against him, hindi niya binawi yung testimony niya. Thank God, the justice this time worked. Victor was found guilty of raping the 14-year-old and was sentenced to 80 years in prison. The harem was still fully functional in a sense na the women are still very loyal to him.
Like sinusustentohan niya pa rin or something? Like through the jail?
Yeah, binibigyan pa rin niya ng money. Kasi yung pension niya is still going eh. So he still have money. Here is requiring the woman to visit him sa jail and i-maximize yung conjugal visit. When he got sentenced, he was moved to Bilibid prison. And then from there, diba, you'll think na, okay, finally, the harem will freaking stop. But of course, it did not. Of course, it did not.
Now he has a bigger market.
When he moved there, yung mga loyal na mistresses niya went with him to Manila. So, ang ginawa niya, he rented out an apartment for them na 5 minutes away lang from the prison. Parang nga naman easier for them to visit him. Kasi they're still required na pumunta. At the time, nung nasa Bilibid siya, he converted to being a Muslim. Kasi,
shocking. Almost expected it.
Diba kanina, I mentioned na may mga nag-recant na ng testimony nila. But aside from the original one na nag-complain, meron pang 5 na hindi pa nag-recant. So what he did, he, now being a Muslim, married all those 5 women.
And they married him din naman.
Yeah. So, because they're married, hindi na sila allowed na mag-testify against him. And of course, being married to him means that he would take care of them. Like, give them money, pay for their needs, and whatnot. He said that he loves them. That's why he married them.
Sure.
And that he is very sad that the police are making him look bad.
You're making yourself look bad, Victor. Stop it. Don't be.
Kasi hindi niya nakikita yung mali sa ginagawa niya. Parang tinulungan pa nga doon yung to put to school, parang ganyan. So, he doesn't see anything wrong about what he did. Na kahit teenager pa sila. Kasi to him, like, well, they gave consent. And sinasabi ng mga...
They're not of legal age pa rin to give consent. I mean, 11. Who is... I mean, diba yung legal age of consent dito sa Pilipinas, what, 18?
Yung mga loyalists or yung mga mistresses and wives ni Victor was saying na kahit kailan daw, he never forced anything to them. Na kapag ka sinabi nilang no, hindi naman daw nagpo-push through si Victor. Na even nung first time nila, tinanong daw sila ni Victor na parang, is it okay for you to have sex with me? Ganon. And what's
so that with the assault of the 14-year-old?
Yeah, ang sinasabi nga niya, may consent naman daw yun.
The 14-year-old?
Yep.
But he assaulted in the kitchen?
Yeah. Yung sa assault, he said na parang, if you're triggered, talaga namang may reaction na mangyayari if you're triggered. Basta lagi niya nire-rationalize lahat ng ginagawa niya. And what's even more disgusting about what he did was, some of the mistresses are related.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Ew.
Meron doon magpinsan, and what's worse is may magkapatid.
Ew. How the hell? Oh, God. They're like, just trying to put myself in their shoes. There's this rich guy, comes out of nowhere, willing to give them money for sex, and they're like in
One of
a
the
very
poorest.
poor city, poor town. So, like, is that justifiable? I mean, like, girl, if you're of age, sure. The biggest problem here really is just those parents that push their kids na, sige, maging mistress kayo ni Victor para makapag-aral ka. Like, yun yung pinaka-biggest problem. Kasi yung adults naman you're adults, diba? Parang, fine, gusto mo yan, ikaw bahala. Pero yung kids...
So, gusto mo bang ma-stress pa lalo? Because this is still not over.
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember yung isang babae na hindi binabawi yung testimony niya?
Right.
Remember her?
Yeah.
So, yung parents niya is saying na hindi naman siya na-rape. Hindi sila naniniwala sa kanya.
Kasi,
they were saying na masyado pa siyang bata. Hindi naman posible yun. Hindi posibleng mali pang bata.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Na parang sinasabi niya na pinilit lang ng mga abogado yon na sabihin ng anak namin para magkaroon ng storya. Pero hindi talaga nangyari yun. Tapos, tinawagan pa nga daw sila ni Victor. Sinasabi na, kumbisihin niyo yung anak niyo na, kasi hindi naman totoo yun, hindi naman nangyari yun. Pagka binawi niya yung testimony niya, tutulungan ko kayo ipaayos yung bahay niyo.
So that's why, wala silang pake.
Tapos, syempre, yung victim, sobrang sama ng loob niya kasi parang sinasabi niya na yung sirang bahay lang natin yung pinoproblema ninyo. Hintayin nyo lang. Magkakaroon naman tayo ng chance na mapaayos yan unti-unti. Pero yung buhay ko, nasira niya, hindi na mababawi. Hindi na mapapaayos kahit anong gawin niya. That's what she's saying.
Oo.
Pero ang nakakatawa doon, yung parents niya sinasabi na, ang alam ko kapag ka na-rape ka, masisira yung uterus mo eh. Eh nung pina-check up naman yung anak ko, although hindi namin alam na pina-check up siya, pero sabi pina-check up siya, hindi naman sira yung uterus niya eh. So hindi nangyari yun.
I don't even, oh my God, I don't even know what to respond to that. That's so fucking stupid. Sex education is important, people. Jesus Christ.
So,
oh my God, they're so fucking twisted.
sabi nung victim na, ang pinunta lang naman daw talaga niya doon is trabaho. Pinunta niya doon trabaho para maging katulong, pero hindi daw niya in-expect na gano'n yung mangyayari.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry for her. She's so young pa, 14, tang ina.
So, he's serving the 80-year sentence. And again, yung mga loyal mistresses niya are still, well, now his wife because, you know, he converted
Yeah, he fucking married
Islam.
him. Right.
So now his wife, they still do the conjugal visit. And then, binibigyan pa rin sila ng allowance ni Victor. But there was a certain point in their lives na kinot ni Victor in half yung yung allowance nila.
Okay.
I guess kasi sabi
So,
kasi
did
ni
they get
Victor, hindi naman kasi nga they're very very fucking loyal to him. As in dinidepensahan nila si Victor na even yung assault nga, 'di ba? Yung discipline. In 2008, he tried to appeal pero he got rejected by the court. So at least, 'di ba? Yes, finally the justice system is working.
Yes, Philippine justice system. Yes. Did something right.
Yeah, and then on 2009, he sold his compound kasi nga his funds are slowly na nauubos.
Diminishing.
Yeah.
Right.
Kaya di ba he had to cut the allowances of his wives in half. I tried to look for a more recent update on him na okay, buhay pa ba siya. There's not much information about Victor Pearson. Like most of the details that I'm sharing right now is based on articles written about the documentary that Monster Jimenez created. It's called Kano, An American and His Harem. And actually, the documentary was so good that it won several international and local awards.
Nice. I mean, like, nice for the documentary. Not nice that this is a real story. Like, it's twisted, but okay.
So, yeah, that's it for Victor's story. So, yung awful fucking thing that he did. For actually, as bad as it may sound, I got really excited when I found out about this story. Kasi,
well, I mean, it's an interesting story.
It is a
like, let's
fucking
be honest.
Kasi I never really imagined that happening here in the Philippines.
Yeah, like it usually happens in other places. And you never really hear about those things here.
Yeah, or is it because no one really ever talks about it? That's why the harem was already happening for like 20 years already before someone actually said anything about it.
Like found out about, before the public found out.
Yeah, so do you think?
Pero like, ang weird din kasi, di ba? Like, parang locally, yung culture, parang daming mga chismosa din. So it's kind of weird na hindi naging, alam mo, parang hindi na-fuel yung flame ng story na yun.
Yeah, also, I forgot to mention earlier. Remember earlier, the police found like 80 VHS. Kasi diba, imagine, ang tagal na 20 years, wala man lang nagsumbong, hindi ba pinigilan ng local government or anything. And it was found out that local government employees or like politicians were also involved. They were present during those parties. So they do know about the harem. It's just that they also benefited from it. That's why like it continued for so long.
Well, I guess now we know why the news didn't really break out, because the local government was controlling it. Because they were benefiting from the parties. Yeah, they were involved. They were like having the time of their life. And of course, like if someone else knew about it, found out about it, natitigil na lahat. And yun nga yung nangyari. So of course, they tried to keep it on the down low. Makes sense now. Why no one found out early on.
All right. So next, that's the story of Victor Pearson. What do you think?
It's a lot to take in. Pero I think na-mention naman na natin like sa buong story yung pinakamalaking problem with like within the story, which was the pedophilia. I mean, yung part na harem and the prostitution and everything and the government being in it. I mean, it's almost usual na nangyayari and it can passable. I mean, it's bad, but it can be passable because
consenting adults, right?
Exactly, yeah, because they're consenting adults, you know, they have to do what they have to do. They're trying to survive, trying to make a living. I mean, them being in one of the poorest cities, diba? Parang, even if they do honest work, or hindi man honest, but even if they do other work, they still won't get enough to sustain their families. So because they're consenting adults, fine. But the pedophilia, it's what really gets me, and the part na hindi ka paniniwalaan ng parents mo, yung that rape case. Parang yung pinaka heartbreaking talaga na hindi ka paniniwalaan, yung iba pipilitan ka like to go into sex work just to get an education. It's tough. And it's
fucked up.
Close that sentence.
It's just fucked up. Kasi parang you don't know where you like situate yourself. Kasi as you mentioned na even if they try their hardest to do honest work, parang hindi pa din enough eh. Like, di ba sabi nga nila, parang if you work hard enough, you will achieve your goals, you know, have a better living. But for example, if you apply that to a construction worker, they do fucking work. Di ba? Parang sobrang, as in physical work, and hindi lang din naman siya yung tipong trabaho na hindi ginagamitan ng utak eh. Kasi they have to be like parang sharp. Kasi otherwise, alam mo yun, guguho yung building. So it's not as if na like plain labor lang siya, like physical work lang. But even if they, di ba parang wala kang nakita construction worker na yumaman. So parang if you work hard enough, you'll succeed. It doesn't really necessarily apply to the poorest of the poor. Kaya somehow...
Or hindi lang yun. I mean, like a very slim chance that it gets to happen to people that aren't born into the riches, diba?
It's fucking hard. This is a tough story.
It's tough to hear. It's tough to like find out that it's actually happening here.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Comment down below. We would love to hear your thoughts about this story. And also, let us know what stories you'd like to hear next at Coffin Chronicles PH on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
If you want to hear more stories about true crime, mysteries, paranormal events that happen right here in the Philippines, and also a little bit of makeup, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to us on Coffin Chronicles PH on YouTube.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.